Hello, hello, hello. I'm Chelsey.
And I'm Sammy, and this is Deepish. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Happy Thursday.
Happy first fall Thursday.
First fall Thursday. It is September.
That's crazy. When does fall start for you?
Fall officially starts for me, I would say September 1st. That's when I allow myself to decorate, when I allow myself to really lean in. Actually, probably like September 3rd, because our anniversary is September 2nd, and we always do something over Labor Day, so that's like the end of summer. And then it's like, okay, I can get home, I can start decorating, because why not make it last as long as possible? I feel like in August, there's whispers of fall. I'll be on a walk or something, and I can just smell it, or I can
Like
feel it. There's just something about the environment that you can tell is shifting. And it's like, hello. You know that TikTok where they'll be taking down their 4th of July decorations or their Halloween decorations, and it's like Mariah Carey, like, and they're looking around like, what was that? That's how I feel about the little fall whisper. When does it start for you?
I feel like mid-September. August is like summer. And even back to school time, I can't even think about fall. I am just out there
I know,
fighting
but
for my
isn't
life.
back to school time an anchor to fall? Because I feel like when we were growing up, that was when I got all my fall clothes at the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I got the cute boots and the cute jackets, and then I'd wear them on the first week of school, and then I'd be pissed how hot it was because I'd be like sweating.
Totally. I feel like as a kid, for sure, back to school. Do you remember walking into school and it shifts a few weeks in where it's like, oh, it's chilly?
Yes.
The first week of school, it's still warm. And then one day you're walking in and you're like, oh, I'm cold.
Yes, 100%. How do you feel like you're feeling after the summer? I know this was the summer of, it was my IVF girl summer, but it was you discovering yourself summer. How are you feeling coming out on the other end of summer?
I feel like it was highs of highs and lows of lows this summer.
Yeah, I feel that for you.
It was so fun. Like I had the best time. And I was looking over, me and the boys did a summer bucket list. And I'm like, we almost did everything on this bucket list. You feel like you're not doing enough. But I'm like, oh, I think I did provide little magic to my kids. But also it's everything to me. Just being with my family is what just heals me. Also, on the other end of that, just dealing with hard things. Like obviously, the AC situation, it took up a whole month of our summer where we were like unhoused for so much. Like, okay, where are we sleeping tonight? Where are we going? Because it's 90 degrees in our house and our babies can't be here. So then we're at my in-laws, and then me and Brandon were supposed to go on this huge 10-year anniversary trip that we've been planning, and it was going to be Europe and this whole thing, and we had to spend so much money on doing the AC. All of our money that we'd been saving for that went to something else, and it's just life, but it was just hard. It's a hard pill to swallow that we're coming up on this huge milestone, but I am reminding myself it's not about where we go, it's about celebrating us being together for 10 years. Then also dealing with health scares, people that I love, finding out really hard news. It was just a very emotional summer, and that intention at the beginning of the summer where it's like, I want to put myself first, I want to fall in love. It's just, again, goes to show that like life gets in the way of trying to put myself first, but I need to push back harder on that and be like, no, because then I'm not doing good if I don't prioritize that. But it feels sometimes impossible to prioritize.
For sure. I think when the lows drop down, though, is the best time to turn inward.
Yes.
Like I find myself when I'm feeling really low or sad, that's when I want to listen to a playlist and write my journal, or go on a drive, or look out at a lookout spot or something where I want to think about this. It's like when you used to be heartbroken when you were younger and you'd really be like, I just want to go lay and think about life. So I think finding maybe those moments in those hard times.
I feel like what you just said are all coping mechanisms. I think I have a pattern of not
like just distracting yourself.
Well, not even like distracting. It just feels like, oh, there's literally not enough hours in the day. Like, or my priorities don't matter right now because you're kind of in fight or flight. It's like, I can't sit here and write in my journal when I have to pack up and get us to my in-laws because our house is melting.
Totally.
But it's hard because in those moments, I feel like I do need to take a second and be like, this is hard. I'm having a hard day and this is very overwhelming. Let's take a breath. Let's acknowledge this. But it's like, I don't do that. I'm like, okay, pack up. And then we're gone for a week, we come back and we're like, the AC's working for one day and then it breaks again. It's like, cool, there's another $5,000. There's another $5,000. There's another $10,000 trying to get our house. And it's hard.
Totally. Those are things that you're not going to want to be like, I'm going to go ponder about life because my AC's broken. I just dropped $10,000. I think it's more like mental health or your family stuff, like what really matters to me, or the little wins that you've had in your family or something, trying to find that peace. Because I think that's when you can turn into yourself. A lot of the things that you went through this summer were really hard, but you handled them so well. You really were a rock for a lot of your family members this summer. And I feel like even turning that into that and comforting yourself and loving yourself, oh my gosh, like I'm so proud of you. You really stepped up to the plate and you have all of these talents and these things. That's a great opportunity for a breeding ground of developing love for yourself.
Totally. And there's been moments this summer where I have felt just like proud of myself or capable or I get things done or whatever. But I wouldn't say the overarching theme for this summer was falling in love with myself again. It's kind of sad looking back on it. I'm like, oh, dang, that was my goal. And that's not really what it was. But also in a lot of ways, it was more those little moments, the little fun, happy summer memories or just little dates me and Brandon would go on. Because it's really nice. My mom comes up on Fridays or Saturdays and me and Brandon go on a date once a week. And it's so nice. Oh, another thing is with Sir Walter opening up his candy store. We have been 2 ships passing in the night. He's closing. He's there till midnight. He's grinding so hard for his company and our future, which of course I'm so grateful for, but it is so hard because I'm so busy as well. And so when we're even together sitting by each other, sometimes we're both just on our computer emailing, or he's looking through job applications and he's setting up interviews, and I'm just like, oh, I miss you. I'm grateful for this summer, but definitely intention going into fall, maybe switching back into that.
That's why I'm excited. I want you to be excited for fall, like this fresh start too, because I think you need it. And I think that having that mentality shift of like, okay, this is where things start to pick up in my life.
Yeah. What about you? How do you feel like your summer went?
Really hard. Like the fog. Yeah. I mean, I definitely wasn't like you were. I'm like, I was having so much fun. There were fun parts for sure, but I felt like my whole schedule, I had one family trip planned that I had to leave early to, and I was down bad for like 3 weeks. It just wasn't, I think that's maybe another reason why I'm so ready for fall, because I'm just like, this summer sucked, get me out of here. And I think fall is brighter days ahead.
And I feel like you love a new chapter, love a fresh start, like a new year's, a new season. It's like, okay, on to the next. And it feels very fresh. And I want to look at things like that more, because I'm like, no, there's no chance out of this. I think
there's the happiness is somewhere in the middle, because you don't want to rush it to cheapen the experience. Like if you decorate for Christmas too early, by the time Christmas comes, you're over it. So I think it's a balance between the two of us of finding that perfect spot. I really like how you take your time and are present and slow, where I'm like, okay, like let's go. But I think that's why I have. And my expectations for this summer was literally just survive. So I did it. I feel like there's 2 phases to fall, okay? Because the fall I'm talking about is the early September fall. I'm not talking about, ooh, spooky season, I'm getting into Halloween. But it's like, I'm ready for a little bit more darker aesthetic in my house. I'm ready for the fall smells. I'm ready to switch up my wardrobe, start fresh with the new season. But Halloween, I'll only really get into first or second week in October. Then it's a good like 2 or 3 weeks of Halloween.
I know maybe here or there I'll throw in a candle and get it smelling like fall in September, but I don't start decorating for fall until Halloween. So like October 1st.
Halloween decorations or just fall?
No. Like Halloween
like
decorations.
Skulls and ghosts and pumpkins and all the things.
Yeah.
Did you do that before you had kids?
No, it was like I got pumpkins. And then maybe like skeleton welcome mat or something. With kids, I've gone 10 times harder with decorating.
Yeah, I feel like I do fall decorations and I really keep Halloween out of it. And then I do Christmas. But obviously, I keep telling myself I'll lean more into the Halloween of it all when I have kids.
Oh, yeah. It's like October 1st is Halloween. And then it's Halloween for a whole month. And then I take down all of the Halloween and I just keep all of the fall pumpkins until Thanksgiving, and then I don't decorate for Christmas until the day after Thanksgiving. Like the Friday after Thanksgiving is when we start decorating for Christmas.
Even when Thanksgiving's so late, like this year.
Yes, it's like I just can't. But I know so many people have Christmas trees during their Thanksgiving dinner. That is not me. I want to focus on gratitude and being thankful before Christmas. I need to focus on this holiday, and then it's like immediate decorate for Christmas, even if it's so late. I only get sometimes 3 weeks of Christmas decorations, but then I keep my Christmas decorations until the 1st. And then the 2nd, I always take down my Christmas decorations. So technically I still get like a month.
It's hard because I debate both ways because there's two type of people. Someone who doesn't rush it. Like you're like, it is still summer for me and it's September 5th or whatever. But then for me, I'm like, oh, finally it's September 1st. I can decorate. And then November 1st, I'm like, oh, finally I can decorate for Christmas.
You do November 1st Christmas.
Some years. Growing up, it was always Black Friday when we decorate for Christmas.
Oh.
That was always the day we decorated.
So you did what I did.
But as life has gotten harder and I've gotten more trauma, I'm like, forget this.
I need a tree.
Like I need a Christmas tree in my life. But then I've also realized like I go hard for Christmas decorations. Like I put up like my whole village and we have a 10-foot tree and I love Christmas and it's so much work. So it's like Thanksgiving's on the 27th this year. So if I'm going to put up Christmas that weekend, I also love that Thanksgiving's a long weekend where I want to just lay in bed on Black Friday and online shop and watch Hallmark movies. And that's my kickoff to Christmas. So I want it decorated and I want it done. I don't want to spend all weekend sweating and doing all the Christmas work.
It's so hard, but I don't know. I definitely amp it up every year.
Especially if you don't have Thanksgiving at your house. If you're not hosting, it's like put up Christmas at least the weekend before or something.
I want to honor Thanksgiving and give Thanksgiving its day. And I feel like Thanksgiving is the ugly stepchild that never gets its time. It's like, no. Halloween,
it's like a
then
pre-Christmas dinner.
Yes. And I'm like, no. I want to be grateful. And I want the freaking corn on the cob decoration on the table. And I want the leaves and I want the pumpkins. I don't want Santa staring at me. And
so you have a deep love for the Pilgrims and Pioneers.
And it's only, I don't. And I'm trying to. I'm like, I need to anchor into this gratitude before it's like, give me stuff. I don't know. For me, Christmas, sometimes it feels like, okay, now I have to buy for this person. Now I have to get this. It's so overstimulating with stuff where I just want one day to be like, I love my family.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's great.
How many Costco bins do you have of Christmas decor?
Probably like 6.
That's good.
But I did get all my mom's hand-me-down Christmas stuff.
Are you ever going to purge that or no?
We did purge it. I kept all the stuff that is timeless. So the Santa that I remember seeing when I was a kid. It was hard because obviously my whole family, those are all nostalgic for us. So we put them in the middle of a pile and it was like, okay, you pick one. Okay, now you pick one. And
was there something that you were like, I wanted that so bad?
Because she had this whole Santa collection. And so every single time my sister would pick a Santa, I was like, I wanted that one, but I wanted this one more. And you have to compromise. But then I'll go down. She lives in our basement. I'll go downstairs and I'll see those Santas. And I'm like,
stare at them.
Yeah, because it's just so nostalgic. It's really hard because I'm trying to keep timeless Christmas decorations and fall decorations, but the trends really do change. And then you're like, oh, I'm over this.
I know. For me, it's starting to lock in where my kids are now having memories tied to things.
Where it's not so much about the aesthetic, it's more of the nostalgia.
Yeah. And so especially the Christmas decorations, Lennox is like, oh no, this ghost went here and this garland needs to be like this. And oh, the pumpkins need to be on the porch like this. He's so very cute. Meticulous. He's such a little me. He loves holidays and
wants everything
traditions.
Just right.
Yeah. He loves traditions and Riggs does not care. He's like, where's my treat? Where's my gift? But it's definitely making me want to go harder and remember all the little traditions.
For sure.
And it starts with decorations. And now we're kind of shifting in to Harry Potter territory. And so I kind of want to tie that into my October aesthetic.
Yes, I love that. And like I was saying, there is 2 different versions of fall. September fall, where you're getting into it, is cozy, right?
Yes.
So there's certain books, movies, songs, the vibe of that. Do you have any, obviously I know you rewatch Gilmore Girls. When does that start for you?
September, which is funny. I feel like I'm craving it second week in September. I'm like, okay, I need some Gilmore Girls in my life.
Where you can start the takeoff of fall.
And I love a Trader Joe's pumpkin spice candle. That is my September. And then I love a tea towel that has fallish colors. I kind of dabble, but then Gilmore Girls on the background is
She dabbles with the tea towel.
Yeah. But Gilmore Girls really sets me in the mood.
That's good. So then it kind of transitions into it. Yeah.
And I definitely do. I'll go out on the back porch and watch an episode with a blanket and maybe a cup of tea or something. Like I'm really teasing it. But then I really let myself lock in. End of September, I'm like, we're here.
I love that we romanticize all the little things. Just as a basic white chick, like fall aesthetic starter pack, I am all about that stuff. I'm all about the trips to Home Goods, all about the new Starbucks menu, all about the run to Target, the fall stock up, rewatching Gilmore Girls. I'm all about that basic girl fall. Because life is so hard. Romanticizing those little tiny things, like those Saturday mornings.
Yeah, I want to know what your intentions for this fall are, because this is going to be your last year without a baby, most likely.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm just really looking forward to just taking it really slow. And like Hayden is really into college football, and he spends every single Saturday in front of the TV watching every single game.
See, I'm just not. College football is so over my head. What does that even entail? I'm not a college football family at all.
When they have college game days, each Saturday ESPN will go to a different college and they'll do a whole party there and they'll report on the game, and it's usually a big rivalry or something. He's just unique to the fact that he obviously loves the Utes. He's a big Utah fan. We get season tickets, all the things, but he just loves watching every game. And I think it's become this little ritual for him. It's like his fall girl, like romanticizing fall. He got his lucky red minky blanket and it's going to sit in front of the TV. I'm going to bring
our
him
code deepish.
Yeah, using our code. And he just wants to have his Utah gear on and prep for the game all day and have me bring him some taco amigo for lunch while I go run errands. But I'm like, that's great. I will go to Home Goods. I'll go get the fall stuff. Then I'll come home, bake some fall treats or something, and he'll watch football, and then I'll read next to him or crochet or something. I'm all about it. I don't want to make any plans this fall. I just want to have a slow fall and be so intentional with romanticizing every little night and weekend. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, I've craved having kids for so long, and holidays used to be so hard, especially like Halloween. I don't have, you guys are all trick-or-treating with your kids. It's been rough the last like 10 years. Even before that, I was like, okay, I don't have a husband, I don't have kids, and I've had to find a way to make each holiday enjoyable. And I think this year feels better because I can see some light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm also like, okay, slow down, enjoy it. You're going to miss this. Take it slow.
Do you feel like once you have kids, your spark for the holidays is going to ignite even harder?
Oh yeah, it's going to come back full force. I'm going to be like, oh, it's your half birthday today. We are celebrating. I'm going to be like Jeannie 5.0.
I know. I was thinking about this the other day because it was back to school and I try to go hard for my kids for all the little things, but I'm like, Sammy is going to thrive in this scenario.
Oh yeah.
They're going to have for every holiday, every little thing, just a protocol of all the things mom does for me.
Yeah.
It's going to be so special.
And I'm just so sentimental that it's going to be down to like, on the first day of school, I always include this note and this specific treat in your lunch. And after school, we always do this ritual. Oh, yeah. Hayden, buckle up because I'm going to be spending money. I'm going to be leaning into every little thing.
Yeah. And that's the joy of motherhood is having all of the traditions and all the special things.
I know, but can we talk about this? Because we were texting because Rigsy started kindergarten and you're like, I'm depressed. I've been crying all day. I'm so sad. What is the psychology? Like, what goes through your mind? Walk me through the emotions of that day, because I see so many moms being so depressed and so sad. And motherhood in general, just raising your kids and watching them grow. What percent is happy and what percent is sad? Because I look forward. I can't wait. Like my baby girl's kindergarten graduation. That sounds like such an exciting day, but am I just going to be an emotional wreck?
I've mentioned this before, but Lennox starting second grade is different than Riggs starting kindergarten.
It's more of like a big milestone. But those big milestones, like first steps, or they're talking, or they're like all of these milestones.
Like those are different. For me, it's like I like my kids and I want to be with them. So summer is such a luxury for me. I love your personality. I love hanging out with you all day. I love doing nothing. And so the thought of not being with them all day is really hard for me.
Yeah.
In general, I'm like, I miss you. It's not like, oh, your first step. It's like, I don't get to see you for 7 or 8 hours a day. And
Yeah.
that's hard. But I'm doing this because I feel like this is the best route for you. And I'm doing this because I know all the benefits outweigh me missing you. I'll never hold you back from anything. Like I want you to go and thrive and succeed. That in itself is a hard day.
Yeah,
Like,
and that aspect I don't think about because it's more like, oh, I'm sad he's growing up or getting bigger, but not realizing how much your day to day is changing. Like, no, he's not going to be home with me and I'm going to miss him. That does make that huge shift of them being in school from now on.
yeah. And it's also like my baby is going out there and I'm not going to know what they're doing, or are people going to be kind to him? Are people going to include him? Is he going to sit alone at lunch? There's all these little things where you're just like, I don't know. And you have to relinquish this control. But Lennox going, it's that same gut wrenching. I'm going to miss you so much because I like you. I like being with you all day. But I know he's going to be okay. He's done 2 years of this. Yeah. I know he's going to be safe. I know he has friends. I know he knows what to expect. But my baby starting kindergarten, it's so unknown and it's so sad and it's so heavy that day. But then by the end of the week, he's running home to me like, Mom, I had the best day. This excited. Of course, there's happiness there. Of course, there's like, my baby's happy. I'm happy for him. And he's learning and growing and he's telling me the things that he learned. Of course, there's happiness there. It's hard and it's a unique experience to feel all the emotion in one day.
And I think that's what I was asking. And when I was talking to you about Riggs's days, I'm like, is it a combination or what's the overwhelming feeling? What's the vibe? Is it all sad? Is it all happy? Is it 2 seconds it's sad, 1 second it's happy?
That's all of it. Okay, but is there like a show or a movie that you kind of like kick off?
Yeah, for sure. You Got Mail. You've Got Mail is my go-to.
What's Sleepless in Seattle? I feel like for some reason that feels more like winter movie to me.
Yeah, I feel like that would be winter. You've Got Mail and Harry Met Sally are full on fall.
Yeah.
I feel like cozy chick flicks are just like fall. You know, also Stepmom. It's so sad. But
oh my gosh, I put that on my
fall.
list. For some reason, did you tell me about Stepmom? There was like a time where you're like, have you seen Stepmom? For some reason, when I like watch it, I think of you. Did we watch it together or something?
I think I probably talked to you about it the fall after my mom died because it's so sad because the mom dies. But it's very nostalgic fall because it's like East Coast.
Was there any things you did with your mom or your family growing up that was a fall? Were you and your mom like, let's get treats and watch fall movies? Or
we go to like fall farmers markets, just the basic 90s fall, you know, the decorations, the pumpkin carving, the Halloween costumes.
Because I feel like your mom went super hard for Christmas, but I don't really remember any.
She hated Halloween. Okay. She just hates scary stuff. She just hates dark, scary things. And so even Nightmare Before Christmas, she didn't want us watching it. Not that we weren't allowed to, but she's like, this movie's the worst. Like, it's just like dark vibes. Obviously, we did Halloween and we'd have Halloween parties and she would throw these big parties with my cousins and stuff. She'd go all out, but it was more just the fall vibes, like the scarecrow on the porch. And I remember stuffing newspapers in the pants and putting him on the porch. And doing all the things. Like, so yeah, definitely Christmas was our thing for sure. But the fall vibes kick it off.
I feel like my mom was very fall, like apple cider. We had this witch puppet and she would always have that there, and carameled apples. I remember definitely fall vibes. All the holidays are pretty equal, I would say. Everyone goes a little harder for Christmas.
Yeah, I just have felt fall in the air. So I'm really excited for fall. And I just feel like we've both had a really hard summer. When I was thinking about this episode, I was like, I'm excited for both of us to move forward into fresh. They talk about like fall shedding its leaves, and it's kind of like everything was brought to life and then it's shedding the excess and preparing for winter and then blooming new. So I want to be super intentional with every season, leaning into the spring and starting something fresh, and the winter like slowing down and resting and shedding those things. And so I'm ready for both of us to have hopefully a little bounce back of fall, feel better about life. That's at least where I'm channeling my energy. I need a lot of peace in my life and less stress and just positive vibes.
Yeah. Okay. I want to go through a list and debate some things with you, like movies wise. As far as other fall,
do you do a Harry Potter rewatch every fall?
Yeah, we start it October 1st and we go all the way through Christmas.
Okay. So do you do like one a week-ish?
We just do it till me and Brandon have done it every single year the past probably 8 years.
Do you guys watch them outside of that?
No.
Like, does it feel very special when you're doing it during that time?
We wait. October 1st we start, and then we usually finish around Christmas time. So it's whenever we have time, and we just watch them every single year. But we started watching Harry Potter with the boys this last year, but they're still too little. We only made it halfway through the first, and then it kind of got scary, and so we stopped. But I was really leaning into Harry Potter this year, like decorations. I threw a huge Harry Potter party last year, and I think I just want to be the Harry Potter house, and every year just add to it and be like, whoa, this
The Harry Potter house. Yeah, that's cute.
Diagon Alley.
I love that.
Wicked Part 1 honestly might be my rewatch every year. I kind of want to make that special. Like,
Ooh.
Wicked could be a new fall movie for me.
Yeah, I actually
like
love
maybe
that.
Gilmore Girls and Wicked, like September. I kind of want to savor it and then watch it every year.
That's a great idea. It's hard because it's not really Halloween, but then it feels Halloween because it's like the witch and the whatever.
Exactly.
So
but
maybe
it could be a good
end of
connector.
September. Yeah.
But here's the thing too. I saw Twilight. Is Twilight?
Yes. Twilight is definitely that. It's on my list too. Twilight, I feel like, is because it's forks and it's dark and it's rainy and
But I
it's
never
very fall.
rewatch it around fall. The only time I ever rewatch Twilight is whenever I'm feeling like it. Every 4 or 5 years, I'll be like, okay, let's just
go through it.
Let's do it.
But then you think the vampires and the werewolves, that's very Halloween-ish.
I know.
So it's definitely fall vibes. I don't know. I feel like Twilight's become a little bit campy where it's cool to watch again. It was cringe for a minute and now it's cool.
It's kind of
like,
swinging back because Olivia Rodrigo's obsessed. So I feel like all these little girls are starting to be like, oh,
Yeah.
Bella. Are you a scary movie girl?
I love scary movies. Hayden hates them though, so I watch them way less than I used to.
I hate them.
But it all just kind of depends. It's mainly when I'm like with Sam Grover or like doing it for fun, or I'll occasionally watch a thriller. My niece loves them, so we'll watch them together. But especially around Halloween, all I want to do is be cozy inside, watch a super scary movie, and eat Halloween candy. Like, that's so fun to me.
But my iconic scary movie is Disturbia. That's what I crave every single Halloween. You know what? Also, me and Brandon, we did this last 2 years. I think it came out 2 years ago. Totally Killer on Amazon Prime. Did you ever watch that? It's so good.
Totally Killer. No.
You know the mom from Modern Family? She's the mom.
Okay.
But it's basically like a thriller. This girl goes back in time. Her mom's young and she's trying to save her friends that got killed in the 80s. Anyways, it's so funny and so good. And me and Brandon watched it, I think the last 2 years. And I think that's going to be one. That one in Disturbia.
What's it called?
Totally Killer.
Totally Killer. Okay.
I want you to watch it this year.
Yeah, there was one that came out last year that was like a 90s throwback.
Oh, it was so dumb.
It was so dumb, but it was that exact same storyline.
Yes,
She
but
went
I
back
was
to
like,
save her
this is,
sister or whatever.
yeah, it like wishes it was Totally Killer.
Okay.
And it's also really funny because she goes back in time and no one's PC. And so it's reminiscent of those early 2000s comedies that nowadays could never get made.
Yeah.
But people are saying it. But since she goes back in time, she's calling it out. She's like, guys, that's not PC. But it's poking fun at the 80s. And I liked that humor a little bit. I thought it was really funny and really well done.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be one of my Halloween scary, more spooky.
We watch Who Be Halloween every single Halloween. That's become our tradition.
The mom and that.
Yeah.
Or the love
She's
interest.
the girl from Happy Gilmore. And yeah.
She's in Totally Killer. I wanted to watch You Be Halloween every year, but it's just not good.
I feel like it was what it is. It's just Adam Sandler. You know?
I liked Happy Gilmore too. Did you watch it? I liked it.
Yeah, I love all of Adam Sandler's movies. Those are like my favorite go-tos, a lot of his. But there is some of them that it just is like, hey, too much. Like, it was funny as it was, and then they take stuff too far, which I feel like that's how Who Be Halloween is, where it's like,
Exactly.
okay, like, chill with the fart jokes. Like, it's fine. I feel like Happy Gilmore 2 did have some of that, where I'm like, okay, this is a little whatever.
But I feel like it did
overall,
very good being a sequel.
Yeah, and it captured the moment. But jump scare when the freaking mom dies. Spoiler alert.
I was like, what the
Me
hell?
and Hayden both looked at each other.
Me and
like,
Brand too.
Like, wait, what?
I'm like, no, that's not real. But I just loved the 5 kids. I thought they did a really, and just so many cameos. I really liked it. Hocus Pocus is a must watch for me.
Oh, 100%. That has to be the week of Halloween, though.
Yeah.
If it's too soon, then it makes me want Halloween way too bad. And then, yeah, it's like the Grinch. It hurts so much it's Halloween.
Exactly. That's a definite the day before or the day of. Honestly, the early out The boys come home before trick-or-treating. I want to put Hocus Pocus on before we go trick-or-treating.
100%.
But also what they're obsessed with is Night Before Christmas. He's loved that for a whole year. He watched it every single day. And so the last 6 months, it's been no showing. And I'm like, thank goodness. Because I don't like it either. It kind of creeps me out. But he loved it. I think that might be our before trick-or-treating movie.
See, and I feel like that's fine. That is very Halloween party in the background. It is nostalgic for Halloween. I don't hate it, but I'm not pumped to show it to my kids or anything.
Hocus Pocus 2 was garbage.
Yeah, I don't even remember it. That's how bad it was.
I'm never going to rewatch it ever. But you know what I tried to get my kids to love and they just didn't?
What?
Halloween Town.
See, I just never was a diehard Halloween Town.
Oh, I loved Halloween Town. And the kids were like, ew.
What's happening?
What are these gross candies on the table? Because you know how it's like those butterscotch candies? They just didn't resonate with it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the epitome of Halloween is Halloween Town. I loved it. But you know what kid movie I do love is Coco.
Oh, I love Coco. It's so sad though.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, do you celebrate the Day of the Dead? What do you guys do for it?
Well, I don't, but my mother-in-law has a whole table.
Okay.
And so when you walk into her house, she has all the pictures of people that have passed. She didn't do that though when I first met Brandon. It was really, I swear, after Coco.
She wanted to lean more into it.
So she has a whole table and then all of the orange flowers.
The marigolds. So you guys don't have a big celebration for it, but she kind of honors it a little bit.
Yeah, it's like how she decorates now for Halloween.
Oh, okay. That is sweet.
Yeah.
I love the concept of that. My brother did the Day of the Dead party the first year after my mom died and did the line of flowers and we did all the traditions. And it's just hard because my mom hated Halloween so much. And so I don't resonate it with that time. I almost wish it was around a different time because Halloween's so dark and scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then it's like, oh, like then it almost feels, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other Halloween movies.
Do you remember that creepy movie where the witches turn into rats?
Witches.
Is that what it's called?
And we watched it in school because we read the book. But I forgot the concept.
And it was so scary.
I don't remember being that scary.
Remember you walk in and they're all pulling off their wigs. Oh my gosh, I have trauma.
Scarring from that.
Yeah. But what about Harry Potter?
I'll watch. It's funny. I wanted to do a Harry Potter marathon with Hayden a couple years ago. And then the company he used to work for, he'd have these recharge weeks where they'd have a week off in the fall and a week off in the spring. And I came home one day and he was watching the 4th Harry Potter movie. And I was like, what the hell? And he's like, oh, I started. And so then we always joke about it. I'm like, want to have a Harry Potter marathon? I'll watch the first and second, like the ones from my childhood. But, you know, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. So I'm not dying to. I'd rather watch a fall chick flick.
Totally. I don't know. Yeah, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
But I love Harry
Potter. The side
Potter.
of Chelsea that I don't know.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter side. But I feel like you shared enough.
I just would love you to read the books, but I just don't feel like you'd like them.
Yeah. It doesn't tickle my fancy.
I might reread them. I read them last year because I usually reread the books every 2 years, but I might reread them again this year because I miss it. And they're doing a new TV show about Harry Potter.
How do you feel about that?
So upset.
Really?
So upset. I feel like they're recasting my childhood. And I'm like, why remake something that's so perfect?
Just leave it.
But also there's so many other stories to tell. Like do the Marauders or do the original 4. Or there's so many other stories that could be told.
Like spin-offs of the original
and I'm like,
cast.
J.K. Rowling, give us another series. Give us James and Lily growing up in when they're falling in love and Sirius Black and all their generation would be, and Voldemort's first rise to power would be epic.
But Voldemort's first rise to power. Yes, girl. You tell him. No, but is this series a totally different script?
No, it's the books 1 through 7. They're literally redoing the exact.
See, that's what I don't. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's perfection. And especially the 3, it'll just never be what it was. Even though the little kids they cast are super cute. I can acknowledge that. They're cute. But they will never be my originals.
Yeah.
How?
Do you ever read any of the fan fiction Harry Potter stuff?
No, there's, what is it called?
I have this girl at my work loves the fan fiction stuff where she's like, oh no, in this one Hermione, blah, 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 blah. And
yeah,
like,
it's called.
Chelsey would love this.
No, I would not.
You
It's
don't
called.
think so?
Why can't I think of it? It's a spinoff of Draco and Hermione getting together. But it's basically like if Voldemort would have won in the last book and killed Harry and Ron dies. And then it turns into kind of Handmaid's Tale. where the witches have to be kind of like surrogates for other higher wizards. Anyways, it's like Hermione and Draco falling in love and him saving her, but it's like really, really dark and heavy and everyone loves it, but I'm like, I would hate that.
Yeah. Okay, so you're like, stick to the original, no spin-offs.
Yeah, no. If J.K. Rowling wrote something, I would love it, but no.
It's not really my thing. What about Practical Magic? Did you watch that a lot growing up?
Yes, I did. I haven't watched it in a long time. They're doing a second one of that too.
I know. I'm so excited.
Do you love it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch it.
It's just the best. I rewatched it again last year, and Sandra Bullock and and they look so young, and they're just like, it's
so
just
beautiful.
Womanhood and the witchiness. I love it. I'm so excited for
They
the
really
second
are
one.
in their prime.
Yeah, it's so weird to look back and I'm like, you guys are so just fresh faces because you're just so used to seeing them now, which they look amazing now. But I love that natural, fresh 90s face.
The ones I'm super craving right now is Casper Meets Wendy, Practical Magic. Honestly, those two.
Yeah.
For like early fall.
You've Got Mail is my kickoff. I deep clean my house. I watch You've Got Mail. That is just like, we are here. We have arrived. I love it so much. What about songs? I made us a deepish fall playlist.
Ooh, can't wait to listen to that.
So I'll share that with everyone.
You know what I want to do is Alpine Loop and listen to that.
Yeah, I'm over the Alpine Loop.
Oh, why?
It's just so crowded now. It's just back-to-back cars.
We did that for years, me and you.
I know.
I haven't done it in a long time. Maybe just going up the canyon and always seeing the leaves.
Yeah, some type of drive. It's just the Alpine Loop has become a shit show.
It's so funny because the last literal 4 years, me and Brandon have done family pictures around fall time because I just crave. I'm like, oh, we have no pictures. They're all fall colors. I need to do a spring shoot, but right now I was literally thinking the other day, oh, we need family pictures now that Rooney is bigger.
Yeah. But there is something magical about fall family photos. I think that's a lot of people, like the denim and the mountains and the matching background. Sweaters. Yeah. 100%.
I think I'll save it and do spring.
Yeah, you should.
Or honestly, a summer shoot. I should have done it.
Yeah, or
Why
just like a
don't
modern,
I?
like inside, or like just switch up the vibes each time at home.
Because all of them, it's like, oh, okay, the leaves in the background. And then I always have to make them in black and white if I want to put them up in my house because I'm like, I don't want fall colors all year round.
Yeah, you should have someone come to your house and just do an indoor photo shoot.
Oh, yes.
Because that would match the aesthetic of your house because it's inside of your house.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
Like,
I
out
should
on
do
the
it like
porch.
soon.
Yeah.
To
My
do
mom
it.
was so bad at taking family photos.
Oh, yeah, did you guys ever do
much
it?
better. We have like 5 family photos total. And I always dreamed of having a big family photo above the fireplace. Like, I don't know why. I loved the pictures, but my mom didn't really decorate with pictures.
Oh, that is
It was
literally
just like
my
paintings
mother-in-law.
of fruit and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
really? I'm similar. I don't have a ton of family pictures everywhere. I do have some hanging, but not like every corner of my house.
Those make it cozy and like people live here. I know. What are your hopes for this fall? What do you really want to make sure that you do and feel and all of the things?
I want to do...
Do you think you're still in the thick of going hard with all the traditions? Pumpkin patch, hayride, carving pumpkins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very much in the thick of things still. But I love it. Holidays are so fun right now. I feel like I'm dead in between the seasons and then a holiday comes along and I'm like, okay, I am getting life breathed back into me right now. I have so many traditions now.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're going to make this and do this. I have for every holiday already locked in. Mm-hmm. And it's fun too because there's still a lot of room for new.
Yeah.
What do you want for fall?
Just taking things really slow, being really intentional. I think this is going to make a really happy time for me. I also need to figure out a way to block out stress and negativity in my life. I'm feeling a strong pull for that. And so I think that might be some adjustments of things. But I think it's going to be happy. I'm going to do my transfer. I'm going to get pregnant, hopefully. I just want to lean in, be home, plan things with the ones I love, and really slow down and be intentional. It's just been a really hard year, and I'm ready to be happy and just good vibes.
Totally.
Wish I could say that in a more eloquently way.
How is blocking out stress? Do you have any ideas for doing that?
It's so hard. I think it starts internally. I was at dinner with some friends the other night, and they were super helpful with it because I was like, I don't know if I'm internalizing my boss is mad at me or something, or I'm fighting with my sister, or it starts with me just not caring, not taking things. So it's hard because with hormones and stuff, you can be really sensitive or your emotions can be heightened, but then you're also supposed to not stress out. And I just think I need everything around me to be easy and gentle and breezy. And if it's not, I have to just be like, sorry. But that's really hard for me. I'm such a people pleaser that I feel like I have a really hard time if I feel like someone's mad at me, or if I'm not doing a good job at work, or I'm not doing a good job with the podcast. I internalize everything and I need to just not.
Like unlearn that. It's so hard.
It's so hard. And we've had this transition of even just friendship, and like my fear, like I was telling my friends, I've told you, I have this huge fear that I'm hanging on to, that I'm going to lose friends through this process. So I'm really making sure I go to every shower or every event or everything I'm invited to, really making sure I try and still show up for my friends. But I saw this video the other day on Instagram where it was like, I was a 10 out of 10 friend before I had kids or before I got married. And then I became an 8 out of 10. And then I had my second baby and I became a 6 out of 10. And it was like this really beautiful video of, but here's all the things I learned. And I need to be okay with that. I need to be okay with things shifting. And I think I'm going to feel this big shift with fall of falling into protecting my peace, being a little bit more selfish in that way of just being happy and hoping that friends and family and coworker, everyone can just kind of fall in line. Not that I necessarily need to shift up and be more selfish, but I think it's just not taking things so seriously and caring so much, or focusing on the nitty gritty.
And maybe the ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
That right now, like, it might be more about focusing on you and managing stress, or focusing on this time of, this is my last time not having babies.
Totally.
And romanticizing that last little.
Yeah. And doing all of those little things that I'm not going to be able to do in the future, or showing up in ways I might not be able to show up in the future, things like that. So I'm excited. I want to spend a lot of time outside, just going on little hikes, and fall can be like a very peaceful, cozy time. And I really need that right now.
Feeling physically
good. Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better.
I feel like there's any like lingering.
I had an ultrasound the other day and there's still like trauma in there. It's just like after war, just empty follicles for days. You know, looks like a freaking.
When does that heal?
They said it could take 3 to 4 months for all of those follicles to go away.
But that won't affect you getting pregnant.
No, it shouldn't. Some people do fresh transfers where they'll transfer 3 days after their retrieval. My clinic only does frozen. And because I got OHSS and because my risk was higher, she's like, we're not doing a fresh transfer on you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And if you do fresh, you can't PGTA test and all the things. So
did we say?
No, you haven't talked about it. That's part of my forecast. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Just overall, these are kind of the things that have been on my mind, and things that I'm learning and feeling and loving and licking and living and all the things. The tail end of summer is also really hard for me because it's the anniversary of my mom's death. And she was in the hospital for all of August, and then her funeral was end of August, and then it was full on like thrown into fall. So I feel like feelings start coming up in me that I don't even want to acknowledge or realize, but it's just the time of year that I'm like, whoa, like this is coming up. It's lingering, whatever. I've told you, like, you were so sweet trying to help me find therapists and stuff because I've been struggling so bad, because I've just been having dreams about my mom probably 2 or 3 times a week while I'll dream about her and I see her. And I rarely have dreams about her. I wish I dreamt about her more because it would be like a quick little visit. But these dreams, I'll see her and I'm pissed at her. And I'm like, Mom, you haven't asked me to go to lunch in weeks and you never text me back. And I'm like getting mad at her for all of these things. And there was this one night a couple weeks ago that I literally was just like crying in my sleep, and he didn't have to wake me up because I was just bawling. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, I miss my mom. And he's like, I've never heard you cry so loud in my entire life.
You're literally having night terrors.
Literal night terrors. And I cannot even explain to you that pain. I feel like it just like rips open the scar and is like, literally, I'm 2 years old and I want my mom. I'm so homesick for something that I'll never have again. And that's been really hard. And I think that's one thing where I'm like, I need to go to therapy or something. It's actually funny because after that, I asked ChatGPT, I was like, why do I keep having dreams that I'm mad at my mom? Because I had a really good relationship with her, and every time I see her in my dreams, I'm legit pissed. And it gave me like the best explanation. It was just like, you've probably really needed her this year. You've gone through things recently that you've really needed her, and your subconscious is really upset that she's not here. You're trying to be tough about it. And I'm like, yeah, there is a lot of anger, and I am really mad because I just do have to suck it up. When I was literally sleeping on the bathroom floor for that week and a half or whatever, and I had no mom to take care of me, nobody can do anything about it. And it's just like, yeah, sorry, that sucks. But it's like, no, but like literally I need my mom. It's so hard. And I was telling my friends this the other day. The third year, I feel like I'm finally starting to learn how to live without her, and I'm doing so much better. And then this year, it was
worse than it's ever been.
So hard. I just needed her so bad this year. And I'm scared and excited for what's to come. And all my friends, you included, are like, I think it's going to be a little bit of both. It's going to be healing but devastating at the same time, having a baby and whatever. So that's something that's been so heavily on my mind. Really feeling like the last couple of weeks we've been celebrating my mom. And
what do you do
it's
every
been
year?
Great.
What's the traditions right now?
It kind of depends on the year. We switch it up every year. The first year we went to our family cabin. This year we made a bunch of Mexican food because it was her favorite. And then we just play games and eat her favorite treats. We went up to her grave and just hung out. And usually me and Hayden will rewatch her funeral. And he's so cute. He's like, let's watch videos of Jeannie, and we'll tell Scout, like, I want to go see me, Ma. And she like knows exactly where my mom's grave is. And he's so sweet on the day, which is great. I just feel like acknowledging it is really good. And it's just something, until you've lost someone, you don't realize like the weight that day holds. And I'm not the type of person to dwell on stuff like that, where I'm like, it's fine, just try and have a good day, whatever. And most of the time it's a celebration, and I try and make it a good, happy thing. Like, oh, she was the best. But even when we went up to my mom's grave, I just could not stop crying. Oh my gosh, my brother made this video though of his kids and like all of us with videos of my mom. And the hardest thing that makes me so sad watching my niece, because she was born right after my mom died. And so I was telling my brother and my sister-in-law, I was just like, yeah, it's so hard looking at Addie. My mom would have loved her so much. That's the hardest part for me. And my niece Chloe's like, Auntie, I'm so sorry that me mom's not gonna be here for you. And like we both look at each other and we both are just bawling, and because she's just like, I'm so sorry that me mom's gonna miss your kids.
Because like, she's growing up, she's locking into this age now where she's like a preteen.
Oh, she's a preteen, and she's so emotionally mature. She'll literally text me like, how are you feeling emotionally? How do you feel after your results? She checks in on me, and I'm like, go hang out with boys. Stop worrying about your auntie. She's so sweet. But we had this moment, and that just felt so good to be seen, where she like genuinely was crying tears for me. Like, I'm so sorry. Your kids aren't going to know who Mima is, but I'm going to teach them about Mima and tell them how good of a Mima she was and whatever. And it just was so sweet. But that was emotional going into September. I feel like the last couple of weeks.
Has it been like that the last 4 years? Like end of summer, is it a little bit of just dread, or has it been different every year?
It's been different every year, because the second year I was getting married 2 weeks after her anniversary. So it was just like, remember her, sad, but like my wedding. And then last year I was like, okay, I can do this. And then this year it's like, what the fuck, my mom's dead?
I feel like it's been like one of the hardest years.
I think that's why it's coming to a head of like, holy crap.
You've been on so many medications. Your body's been through, like physically, your body is so broken and so exhausted, so tired, so deprived of just the basic necessities.
Yeah.
That when you're having night terrors, it's the side effects of a lot of these things. So it's like literally throwing gasoline on a fire.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is not even conscious, intentional grief. It's physically where my body and my soul is at right now. I have zero control.
And that's what's so hard, is I feel like I can suck it up and have a good attitude, and people are like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine, it's okay, whatever. I'm so lucky she was my mom. But it's like, no, my soul is heartbroken and is hurting, and that's coming out in my sleep. And I'm literally crying for my mommy in my sleep. And Hayden's just like, I don't know how to help you. But I'm like, this isn't me. This is my soul that's just like screaming for help, but there's nothing I can do.
You just have to walk through this pit of despair and fire and torture and blood and guts, and you just have to move through it, because you can't die. That's the thing. It's almost like, can I get a reset? Can I just stop feeling this feeling? And it's like, no, you're invincible. Physically, it's like you have no choice but to just get stabbed to death over and over and over again and regenerate and keep walking forward. And then one day you're kind of out of that pit, but it's still there.
No, and there's no, like, grief is not linear. I really feel like I'm going to be 60 years old and be like, I want my mom. Like, it's pathetic, because there's so many years I didn't have with her.
I don't think it's ever, obviously you lost your mom way too soon, and it's devastating how much that she is going to miss. But I look at my mother-in-law and her losing her mom. Her mom was well beyond the age where like she lived a beautiful long life. She still cries for her mom, you know?
I think
like she still wants her mom.
And I think that that's one thing that makes me sad, because once you're to an age, people are just like, yeah they lived a
that's
good life.
life.
Like, it's normal. But it's like, no, like, I lost my mom. She was with me my whole entire life. It's devastating at any age. And I am really excited to have kids because I feel like that will anchor me here. And it does put more of a purpose. And it's crazy because I watched my mom. Her mom died when she was 9, and I watched her live her whole life without a mom, and how she was able to be anchored to us and enjoy life. And so that's my example of how I'm going to be with my kids.
Would she talk about her mom a lot?
I think she would try to, but she didn't have a ton of memories of her. She was one of 10 kids and was the youngest, and her mom died when she was 9 years old and was like in and out of the hospital for years. So she doesn't have a ton of memories of her mom.
And I feel like you lost your mom at the height of your guys's friendship almost. It was like she had just been your mom for so long, but then for 7 years straight, she was like your best friend. It wasn't like, oh, I'm newly married and I have my husband. She was everything.
Losing your mom in general is just hard, even if you're not that close or whatever. It's just like, oh, that's my mom. It's hard for me to be like, but you don't understand. Like my mom was literally everything to me.
It was just so concentrated when you lost her. Like, you weren't even really with Hayden at the point.
But also, you think about how much trauma work you have to do with your inner child through everything, right? We'd always talk about this. Go give little Chelsey a hug or really validate this inside of your inner child. It feels almost impossible to do any healing on my inner child because my mom is gone. That's where I feel like my subconscious, it's my inner child who's such a mama's girl and is crying because she misses her mom. And I'm like, girl, I can't help you. Your mom is not here no more. I literally can't heal my inner child. And so it just feels like something I have to shut down. But then I also want to connect with her and be like, can you believe our mom's gone? It's so weird.
I know. I feel like through therapy, which you are, our goal is by this time next month, you will have an established therapist.
Our goal, aka the goal you've set for me. I know it's hard because I've gone to like 4 therapists for grief.
I know.
And it's like, write a letter to her of things you would say. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Fix it. That's the thing is I'm like, fix it. But nobody can fix it. So I think I'm going to pay this therapist $120 an hour to bring my mom back. But they're not going to.
I know, but I feel like maybe they'll give you some tools and techniques to try to heal that inner child. Yeah, your mom's never going to come back, but I think that there's a lot you can do to ease and soothe that.
It's okay.
Literally though. And like,
yeah.
I think when you do become a mom, I've said a million times, I think it's going to be another layer of depth and grief that you've never experienced before. But then also there'll be so much more to this life that you're like, oh, I can live for this.
Yeah.
And not even live for this, but like, I want to become better. I want to do better because I want to be an example and I want to be such a bright, sparkly light for these little babies to admire, but also to make them have the best life. I think it's going to be everything.
I hope so. Speaking of babies, I have 12. I have 12 kids, guys. It's so funny. We were watching Cheaper by the Dozen the other day because of the whole Hilary Duff, Lindsay Lohan episode we did. And it's so cute because I haven't seen it in forever, but they're like, yeah, 12 was our number. Then came Sally and then came Bobby. And here we are as 12. And they always are just like 12, 12, 12. And Hayden's like, 12's our number. And I was like,
Okay, so explain what that means.
Okay, so yeah, so when a mom and dad love each other, just kidding. No, but with IVF, I've talked about it enough. I'm sure most people know, but basically I did an egg retrieval, which means they take my egg and then they take my husband's sperm and they put them together and they make embryos. But those embryos have to go through certain tests and everything to survive and be genetically healthy. So they collected 47 eggs, 24 of those were mature. 15 of those fertilized, which means they fertilized into a little embryo. And then we had 13 survive to the final day test. So then after that,
and
we
13
had
is like a lucky number. So that was like a little nod of like, oh, because that's your very favorite lucky number.
13, the best vibes. I'm like, holy crap. That was when my life turned around this summer when I found out.
When you set them off for genetic testing, it was like, okay, we'll be happy if even 6 or 7 come back and maybe 3 double A's would be amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty average. I feel like 4 to 6 come back.
Yeah. Well, it kind of depends because some people only collect 6 eggs. With PCOS, it's very different because we're rare where we collect a crap ton of eggs, but the quality is usually bad.
Yes.
So we send off 13 embryos for genetic testing and then they'll call you a few weeks later with the results. But I didn't look at them. I sent the email to my sister and was like, I want you to surprise me and Hayden. So she wrapped up little like onesies and bibs and whatever. And Oh my gosh, I bawled when we had 12 because that is insane.
Unheard of. Like, she came up with 12 mother effing bags. And you were not expecting that, though. That's the thing.
Oh, no.
I was
not
even
I
dreaming for that.
My mind was on like 6 or 7, and that was like, please, 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 please.
And maybe like 2 double A's would be amazing.
Because most people only have like 1 or 2 double A's. So then, and double A means it's like the highest graded quality. So she like does this whole surprise for us. We open each little one, and we found out that we had 12 healthy embryos. We had our 13th that was like genetically abnormal. I think it had like an extra chromosome or something, and it was a little boy. But we found out that we had 8 girls and 4 boys, and 8 of them were 4AA, which is like the best. So we had, and 4AA, technically 6AA is like the highest grade, but basically what the 6 mean is that the embryos already started hatching. So it's like starting to come out of itself, because the number is the quality of the baby, like the cells, but then the letters are the quality of, or maybe it's the opposite, but one of them's the quality of the baby and one of them's the quality of the placenta. So that 6 number just means like the baby's like exporting the placenta kind of. I went in for an appointment last week, and my IVF nurse was like, I've never seen this in my entire career. I've never seen this many AA babies. I'm like, serious? So now we have to figure out what to do with them all. I'm like, I guess we have to have 12 kids.
But honestly, for me, I'm so relieved, because you're not going to have to go through that process again.
I know. Hopefully
like, you have 12 embryos.
I know.
You won't.
I know.
And I'm so grateful, because that was horrendous.
I genuinely feel guilty for my results because they were that good.
I know you were immediately like, I feel like I can't even post these. I feel so guilty. And I'm like, no, everyone that goes through this deserves everything. But it's like, you've gone through so much. You are allowed to be happy and grateful and excited.
Yeah, through each little phase. And I think that's kind of what I've decided is I'm like, no, you have to celebrate every freaking one. And even doing that little surprise gender reveal for our embryos, just making every part of the process so fun, is so important to me, because it's been such a hard process, and it's going to continue to still be a hard process, and it's a lot of freaking money, it's a lot of like stress, time, all the things.
But here's the thing too, like, it's so much money. I was thinking about this the other day. Hopefully your babies are healthy, they come, you're able to take them home right away. But for Lennox, I am still making payment plans for him being in the NICU. It was like, I think 20 grand for Lennox, and then 20 grand for Riggs and for Rooney after insurance for him being in the NICU.
Yeah, it's a joke.
So it's like, yes, you're paying up front, but it is worth it. And for me, I don't even think of it like that, because it's like, of course it's my baby, and like I'm gonna do everything. And that's how you think of it. It's like, I'll do anything and pay all the money to get my babies here.
It's not even an issue. We just had to pay our like biggest bill last week. I would obviously pay anything for my baby. I told my dad, and my dad was like, do you guys need help? I'm like, no, we're fine. We've been saying like, we're fine. We can pay for IVF, but I would pay $100,000 for this kid. Like, I don't care. It's more of just annoying. That's where the anger comes in, that people freaking do this for free, and they get it on the first try. They don't have to go through all this to just get. And I was telling my friends this the other day, oh my gosh, I'm almost to the finish line. But that finish line is the freaking starting line.
But also too, the starting line. But it's going to be like your starting line that you've been wanting to be at forever. And I feel like it's
that is the goal for me.
Yeah, I know. Your hardest days, it's going to be still all your dreams come true. Like, I promise you that. If you have the most colicky, hardest baby, or like the hardest, it will still be every single thing that you've ever been dreaming about.
I think that's why I want to enjoy this fall so much, is because all my friends are like, from the second you get pregnant, you're never going to not be stressed again. You're going to be stressed about your pregnancy, how things are going. Then you're going to be stressed about your baby. Is it meeting its milestones? Then you're stressed about your kids. Are they having fun? Are they being happy?
And maybe that's too why you're asking me, like, is it happy too, or is it all just stress and hard and all this stuff? It's so hard because, it's so hard and it's so stressful. But I see where you're coming from now, you asking that question. Is it happy though?
I also think too, with your best friend, you want to talk about the bad stuff too. I think I'm just trying to be more involved in the happy too, or the curious stuff. I am curious, but I also think maybe I'm like searching for that. Like, tell me it's fun too. Am I just doomed for the rest of my life? Obviously, I know motherhood's amazing and it's happy, but everyone talks about the anxiety and the stress, and I'm nervous for that.
And I think it's hard too, because me even dealing with like postpartum anxiety and all my stuff, it's such a shit show. What your body goes through, what your hormones, it's a nightmare. Yeah. But it's like, to see my freaking kindergarten running into my arms after their first day and hugging me and kissing me, I'm like, there is that pride, and there is that excitement, and there is that happiness, and there is that like, your heart is on fire.
I want to put a name to this. I want to call it pride tingles or pride heart flutter. My niece is talking to me and she's like, Auntie Sammy, blah, blah, blah. And you're like you literally get choked up because they're so dang cute. What is that? What can we name that?
But it's so funny because me and Brandon, that feeling, you clock it with your partner. Me and Brandon look at each other when we feel that feeling, and we're both equally feeling that. Mm-hmm. And that is like,
does it take your breath away? Like in that thing of like, you're so cute and I want to cry and laugh and squeeze you.
Yes. Like Riggs literally telling us about his first day. What did he say? Something about like, oh, and I accidentally threw away threw away his home lunch. He didn't eat it all. And he was like, Mom, I accidentally was wasteful. I threw away his string cheese or like whatever. But the way he like told this story, like me and Brandon looked at each other and we both think he's equally as hilarious as cute. And I'm so grateful that there's another human on this planet that knows exactly what I'm feeling, and he's feeling the same thing and the same amount of love for this thing.
That is the fire. That's what I keep telling myself is the alternative is this. And like, I'm happy. I have a great life. I love my husband. I'm sure if I didn't have kids, I could go travel. We could buy a big ass house. We could do whatever we wanted, right? But that's not what life is about for me. Sign me freaking up for all the hard, all the happy, all the sad. Like I am in it. When I think about it, I want to look forward to the happiness and then like just, I guess, get jump scared by the sad.
Yeah, and you will. It is. And like I said, it's so many complex emotions in one.
But it's like I've said, and not to discredit anyone else's journey, but I really do want to go into this and just have the mentality of this is my story and it's going to be different than everyone else's, probably worse in some ways, probably better in some ways. And I'm going to follow my arrow, follow my heart, and let it be what I want it to be.
Do you feel pressure? Do you feel pressure at all? Or do you feel like the current is sometimes taking you into my life is being painted into someone else's narrative? I'm going to swim against that current and create my own.
It's not pressure. I just think it's like I'm the little sister of all my friends. It's like, oh, you'll see. Enjoy your sleep now. And all the comments like that of just you wait. I'm like, I know I have been waiting and I understand like you have so much to teach me. And I've told you this and I've told a lot of my really good friends this. I am so excited for you guys to have paved the path for me and to tell me all the things and give me all the advice and talk me off the ledge when I need it. But I just think it's like my friends' stories don't have to be mine. And just because someone was extremely sick in pregnancy or had a severe postpartum depression or hated being a mom at first, none of that stuff is true for me until it is, you know?
Well, even just this journey with IVF.
And that's exactly it. I think that's what I'm learning. It's like I watch all these girls, and this is no discredit to anyone, but like I've watched all these girls sob giving themselves shots or about how hard it is. And I've gone through it and it's been hell, but there's been parts that are surprisingly like, the shots are the easiest part. There's been parts that have been so different for me on my journey that I'm like, why was I so stressed about that? This wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but this was actually harder than I thought it would be because this is my story and I'm my own person. And so I think that's what it's going to be. I want that relationship with you and with all my friends where we can talk about our stories and acknowledge each other's hards and wins and things and not have it be like a comparison. I'm not being like, oh, well, when I'm a mom, it's going to be so easy. I'm going to be so happy. It's more just like, I'm so curious how I'll feel. Everyone's describing this feeling to me of motherhood and how complex it is. And I just can't imagine what it would feel like. So I'm just like fascinated by it right now.
It's this anticipation feeling too. I don't think I thought about it that much before having kids.
You kind of just hopped on the ride. It's like I've been in line for the roller coaster for 15 years that I'm like, okay, but what about that turn up there? Like that one looks kind of scary. But like when it stopped, were you good? Like how was the seatbelt? Like all of the questions. People are like, you'll figure it out. It's fine.
It's funny because how curious you are about it. Or like, oh, these feelings, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about those feelings. Just I kind of got on and experienced
which is great
that.
Because it's like you just experience it. And then it's great in my sense of like, I can be a little bit more intentional with it. So it's the pros and cons.
And I think when you are feeling those feelings, you'll be like, whoa, this is the feeling. Or this is the anxiety, or this is the tears. You're going to experience, but to be able to acknowledge it more like, this was the turn on the roller coaster. This is how the seatbelt feels.
That wasn't as
and
scary
it makes
as
it more beautiful.
Oh, one last thing I was going to say. I feel like going into my transfer, I'll transfer probably in the next couple of months. I feel like I'm in like super self-help mode, going on walks, listening to manifestations. And I think I believe in manifesting, finally.
Why do you say that?
And maybe it's just because I've had good luck with my numbers and stuff. But I'm like, okay, good things can happen, and I can manifest this, and I will manifest this, and I will get pregnant. I don't know. I think I'm just delusionally happy that it's here, and I think I'm just like, oh yeah, if I transfer on this day, I'll be this pregnant by this time.
But can't you think of people? I'm thinking of someone in particular. She's just so like, yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
It happens. But there are some people that are just like, yeah, it's going to work out and it happens, and I'm going to go to school and I'm going to do this and I'm going to be this and my kids are going to be this and da-da-da. And just like everything works out. And you're like, how is your life so easy? And obviously they go through things, but how they handle situations and deal with things, they're so blasé. Like, yeah, it just works out. It is such a mind shift that I'm deeply jealous of.
I am too. I want to try and be more like that. It is a little bit of ignorance though, of like maybe not going through as many hard things. Just all of the like woo-woo stuff that I'm listening to right now is tapping into future memories and not having to beg the universe for anything. Like it's already yours. Those type of things where I'm like, yeah, I don't need to be in this like, please, please, please let it work, let it work. It's like, no, I'm worthy of this baby. And it's freaking on ice right now. It's
gonna be the girl that was like, my womb is healthy and I will get pregnant.
Oh, Lauren Bostic?
Yeah. Did she manifest getting pregnant? You're gonna
yeah, actually, Lauren, I apologize for everything I said.
I did manifest
it.
No.
No, but, and they emphasize how important it is being positive and not being stressed right now. They're like, literally, if you are too stressed and you overdo it, this transfer will not work.
Well, stress is so... And I should know this, literally shouting at myself in the mirror. It affects everything. Physically, my body has broken down on multiple occasions because I've been so stressed.
So if you're trying to get your body in an optimal position to have an embryo take, there's that pressure, but the pressure is more like motivation right now, where I'm just like so in the self-help, so into everything I'm putting in my body, everything I'm like surrounding myself with, down to even just the music. I'm like, no, like la di da da, like we are going to just relax.
I'm a huge believer that everything does affect and add or take away.
Yeah.
Just the things you're surrounding yourself, things you watch, the things you eat, the things you do.
Smells, lighting, attitude,
I'm such a big
energy.
Thing of lighting.
Yes. Like these
Brandon's
freaking lights right now.
I'm like, ugh. Guys, the lighting in here, it's like studio lighting.
We need you guys to see us clearly, but we wish we could just turn on a lamp and light a candle.
We did that for a few episodes, and I'm like, I can't see us in any of these clips. But there is that beauty and being so intentional, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And that's just what I think it's going to be. But I really, like, to wrap things up, I want this fall I want it to be magical. I really feel like it's going to be magical for me, but I want it to also be magical for you.
I know.
Are you like, girl, don't worry about me like it will be?
No, I feel like you're feeling this resistance. I'm like, it'll probably be garbage. And that's why I don't want to attract that. I need to freaking figure out my stuff. I'm just like resistant to...
Maybe because summer didn't go as according to plan. I'm not going to freaking put this label
on
it.
I just think I'm in this pinpoint of just getting over the health stuff and just like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like right in the thick of things.
Girl, this is way too much. Whoa. I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah, I think I'm in survival mode a little bit right now. And so I'm just like, once I'm a little bit more healthy and school's like a few weeks in and I have my head screwed on a little straighter, then I'll be like, okay. But there'll always be stuff. That's my whole thing.
It's like reaching for the next thing. Okay, but in 3 weeks, once your life calms down because you have so much coming up, we're gonna do some type of...
I know.
Something.
You know what we did one time is we did the burning. What did we burn? Was it like ex's stuff?
Oh yeah,
ex-boyfriend stuff.
This guy's hat that he left at my house.
Like, cute, dude. But I feel like I want to do that, not with ex-boyfriends, but just a burning ritual or something.
We should do like a harvest
seance. I want to do something witchy,
and let's burn stuff, and we can do a little meditation, a little sound bath, like maybe on the next full moon or something.
Yeah, I'm just craving some witchy woohoo shit. And I'm like really feeling that. Literally in my Amazon cart right now, I'm buying sage. It's in my cart. I need to hit buy now.
You know what you should get is holy wood.
What is that?
It smells so good. It's similar to, you burn it. They have it at World Market.
Oh, World Market. Okay, that's what I need to do because I want to sage my AC unit. And be like, you will never break again. I love you. And give it like love and like hug it and be like, the little train that could. Like,
yeah.
You got this. You will be successful for the next 15 years of my life.
I know. Do you still have your old AC unit?
No.
I wish you did. I wish we could go like rage room that crap.
I should have honestly dropped it off at like a break room. I think it had really bad energy tied to it. I just feel like I'm a believer in energy.
I completely agree. But that's what I'm saying is that's why we should have like done something
like
to it.
Punched it.
But going into fall, another thing, it's getting cooler. Bye AC problems no matter what.
What do I turn on? No, my heater's gonna work.
No, that's what we're changing. We're shedding that attitude.
I know, and I don't want this to be my narrative.
We need to have lucky girl syndrome hard the rest of the year.
I just want to be such a lucky girl.
Like, we're so lucky. Everything works out for us.
I know, that was my motto like 2 years ago. I was like, and then it just
like
slowly,
that one TikTok that
and
went
then
viral.
like
We're so lucky. Everything works out for us. We're so lucky. Everything works out for us.
But then you get beat with a baseball bat so many times that you're like, maybe things don't work out for me.
I know, it's so hard to be positive when it doesn't.
It's shifting. Fall. Hopefully you guys feel fall vibes. Turn on You Got Mail. Watch some Gigi.
I'll post our playlist because it is perfectly curated for you guys.
Oh, I can't wait.
Nothing better than like
a Sammy
down.
OG. One fun fact about Sammy: when we were in high school, I think it was just like a random day, you burned me probably 20 different CD mixes, and on each one it was like Party Hollow Wasted, like these songs when you're feeling like you want to party, I'm so depressed I want to kill myself, songs when you're so sad, like every single mood. And you burned all those CDs, and I had a CD case full of them, and just popped those bad boys in. One thing that you are good at is a freaking playlist.
Burning CDs. The perfectly curated CD back in the day was my bread and butter. Now it's playlists, and it's like you need a playlist for Lake Powell, you need a playlist for Halloween, like whatever it is.
I'm so curious what your labor playlist will be.
Oh my gosh, I have to make a good one. I was telling Chloe about these playlists because she's getting into the world of, she had this crush on this guy in her class, whatever. And I was like, okay, we need to talk about this. I have these playlists, and it's all surrounding the roller coaster of love, okay? So there's the entering the amusement park, getting excited. There's getting on the ride. There's get me off this ride, I don't want to be here. There's getting off the ride. And then there's like peace out, leaving the amusement park forever, like I'm never coming back. And each phase is very detailed. I have a crush to like, are you still in this? I'm sad you're gone, but like, wait, come back. And she was making her own playlist, and she's like, Auntie, I did the roller coaster playlist, and I listen to them all the time. I'm like, I'm so proud of you.
It's so good. You and music are very tied in my mind together. Very linked up. But I feel like I want you to fall more. This playlist is making me happy because I feel like you haven't been as music heavy.
No, not publicly. Like, I think more when I was going through breakups and stuff. But I do have an infertility playlist I listen to all the time. And there are songs that I'm like, oh, it makes me cry because I just picture they're very baby heavy. But I hope you guys feel all the fall vibes, and happy September. The fun is starting now.
And I'm
we'll have to do some like fun fall episodes. Maybe
we'll do like a spooky
story.
Oh.
Ooh, we're gonna become witchy.
I want to be witches. We should dress up as witches one of the times.
Can you imagine our witches hats with our headphones?
Cute.
So cute. Okay, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, love you.
Love you. Bye.